All right, thanks, Lindsey. Tina Turner is the undisputed queen of rock and roll, a legendary performer with a massive catalog of hits, and now her life story is hitting the stage here in Canada. As you can imagine, this is a performance so demanding, it requires not one, but two Tinas to pull it off. And both the Tinas are in studio with us this morning. Ari Groover and Zurin Villanueva, both here this morning. Welcome.
How you doing?
After an energetic and late performance, we appreciate you coming in so early in the morning.
We appreciate you having us, actually.
Okay, let me start with the obvious. There are two Tinas on this tour, which is somewhat unusual. So why is it, Ari, I'll start with you. Why does this, what is it about this production that requires two star performers?
I mean, it is so massive, the life of this wonderful icon that has, I mean, expanded over generations and it has, you know, wonderful work on spans of over decades that it takes the two of us just to show it's kind of her entire life, but for us, it's like we're doing it in 3 hours.
Yeah.
Just to see the life of Anne-Marie Mediwake, I will put it that way, and to see what she went through to become Tina Turner. And it's such a wonderful roller coaster of a ride, but there is a lot of ups and a lot of downs, and we want the audience to experience all of that within this 3 hour concert, I would probably say.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful thing to share this sort of sisterhood with this particular show, and I think it's very telling because Tina Turner was about sisterhood and community and a lot of things. So I think it is wonderful to play somebody and to share these moments with someone. And we don't get that a lot in musical theater or in the entertainment industry in general. It's always, you know, if it's
the star,
there can only be one, and there can only be one person of color, and particularly a Black woman. And we want to remind people that there's enough space for all of us to be wonderful, and Tina allows us to do so.
Yeah, I feel like Tina would have liked the idea of sisterhood, but this idea of being wonderful. I mean, people who have seen this show, you said experiential, and that's what it feels like. Can you talk to me, Zurin, about the vocal stamina as well as the physical and emotional story? I think a lot of people are familiar with the tumultuous relationship of Tina and Ike, but it goes even further back, relationships with family and with mothers. So how do you, we see that on stage, but how do you prepare yourself off stage to be able to have the physical and vocal stamina to do this show?
Well, vocally, you know, you have to get your 12 hours of rest. You have to drink tons of water. I live by pineapples, you know, natural anti-inflammatory. Try to get everything down at all times. And emotionally, you really have to take care of yourself, take care of your own spirit. Yeah. Counteracting her life with as much joy as you can, with as much love as you can, because it gets really dark, but you have to go through the darkness to find the light. So you have to go through, you know. So it's necessary because Tina Turner would not be Tina Turner without having gone through that, because that is where she found her strength.
And you guys lead everybody through this emotional journey over 3 hours, as you said. Ari, the two of you bring somewhat different interpretations to the role. How do you think that your version differs from Zurin's? And Zurin, then I'll ask you the same.
I've been known to be like, oh yeah, Ari is like being shot out of a cannon. I'm a big fan of rock and roll, and I've always been a big fan of Tina because, you know, for a while people are used to seeing rock and roll as a white male-dominated genre when it comes to music, and so to see this Black woman dominated for years is wonderful, and I honor that. And I just want to show people that, you know, one, we're not a monolith. We love so many different things, but I want to show just the energy and the drive that she had, even within her 40s and her later years. I feel like it was even more energy because she had that sense of freedom. Not necessarily like she had with Ike. It was still an energy, but you see it propel a little bit more. And so that is how I like to function.
Zurin, your turn.
Am I talking about myself?
Yeah, and what you bring to the role. What's your interpretation?
I think I'm naturally a happy person. I'm also very physical, so I approach all of my roles physical first. So you're definitely going to, even when I'm singing, I'm kind of dancing. So I'm very, like,
So you're all in. It's all
Yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in, crying snot. I do all the things, you know. I love to act. It's my favorite thing. So I definitely go through it that way.
Can I tell you both a favorite thing of people who have seen this production? And that is at the end when you bring the band on stage. It's
Of
like
course.
a concert. So if you haven't had a chance to go, please make it a priority to go. Thank you both for being here today. Pleasure to meet both.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.